Hello, and welcome to another episode of Yokai Modern Alley, where we explore urban legends from Japan that emerged in the modern era. Today, we will look at one of the most well known and influential legends born on the internet. Many of you are familiar with 4chan, but not everyone knows that its origins trace back to Japan. Before 4chan, there was 2channel, better known as 2chan. Just like 4chan, 2chan became a place where people shared everything from paranormal experiences and strange encounters to everyday advice about personal problems. Some of these stories reflect ordinary aspects of daily life in Japan, and what could be more ordinary than public transportation? Every day, millions of people rely on trains and subways to get to school, work, and back home again. Yet the subway, with its dim lighting, sudden changes in weather, and claustrophobic atmosphere, can easily turn into a setting for unease or even fear. The story we will cover today takes place on the subway. It was originally shared by a girl named Hasumi, who turned to 2chan for help as she tried to make sense of the disturbing and confusing situation she found herself in. I'll be telling the story as it was translated from Hasumi's original post on 2chan. So take a seat, settle in, and get ready, as this is the story of Kisaragi Station. This may be my imagination, but is it okay if I post? Go ahead, what's going on? I've been riding the train for a little while now, and something strange. It's the same train I always take, but it hasn't stopped at the station for about 20 minutes. It always stops after 5 or 7 or maybe 8 minutes at the most. The only people riding it are me and 5 others, but they are all asleep. You're not going to get off this train or anything like that, are you? You sure it's not express train or anything? High speed train maybe? Like you said, there is a possibility that I've gotten on the wrong train. I'll hang in there a little longer. If something else weird happens, I think I'll ask you guys for advice. Then at 23:35, Anonymous says, well, for now, why don't you go to the front car and find the conductor? It'd be terrible if something happened to the conductor. Go check on him. It doesn't look like we are going to stop soon, so I'll go check. There are blinds or something over the window, so I couldn't see any conductor. I'm on Shizuoka Private Railroad. What if you try knocking on the window? Hasumi replies. I did, but there was no reply at all. Can you see what's outside the window? Like names of other stations you pass by or something? We have slowed down a bit since coming out of the tunnel, although there isn't usually a tunnel. It's a train that starts at Shin Hamamatsu Station. It looks like we are going to stop at the station soon. Then at 12:25 p.m., Hasumi replies again. We're stopped at Kisaragi Station now. Should I get off? I've never seen or heard of this station before. You should definitely get off. Stay on until the final destination. It's probably left already, right? Hasumi replies. I got off. It's an unmanned station. The train I was on left at 11:40, I believe. I can't find anything on Kisaragi Station. Anyway, that means Hasumi's train has been going on for an hour maybe? Alright, I'm really taking a bath now. Kisaragi Station's not turning up anywhere. Hasumi replies. I thought I'd try taking the train back, so I looked for a timetable, but I couldn't find one. The train's still here. Would it be safer to get back on? And as I wrote that, the train left. Are there any buildings nearby that look like many may be people in them? It's cold, so take care of yourself. Hasumi replies, I'll leave the station and look for a taxi or something. Thank you. That's a good idea, be careful. The last train of the night arriving at an unnamed station, I doubted it would be easy to find a taxi. Then at 12:41 p.m., Hasumi replies, "There was no taxi or anything. What should I do? Find a station attendant or go to a police box. Maybe dial 110 for the police? How about calling a taxi company? You got no choice but to go to a police box. If there is a phone nearby, look up a taxi company in the phone book." 4 minutes later, Hasumi replies, "I called my house and asked my parents to come pick me up, but they don't seem to know where Kisaragi Station is either. They say they'd look it up on a map to come get me, but I'm kinda scared." "What about the other people? Were you the only one to get off of the train?" Then another anonymous replies 2 minutes later, "Miss Hasumi, I looked up the station on the internet too, but I can't find any station by that name. Are you sure you're in the vicinity of Shin Hamamatsu? Maybe I'll try Yahoo." Hasumi replies, "I looked for a public phone, but there isn't one. The other people didn't get off the train, so I'm all alone now. The station is definitely called Kisaragi." "Sometimes public phones are outside of stations. Why don't you leave the station for a bit?" Then another anonymous replies something very interesting. "After investigating a little, the station could be written as Kisaragi, with the same kanji as demon. Demon station, that's really clever. Are you a game nerd? When I googled it, I got the game. Post the stations before and after Kisaragi, don't tell me they are not assigned anywhere." Hasumi then replies at 1 a.m. "What do you mean by a game? The next and previous stations aren't written anywhere. Walk along the highway until you get home. If you start running now, you might get able to catch up the train. Since it's a station, there should be houses or something around it, right?" Hasumi replies, "You're right. I panicked and didn't realize that. I'll walk along the highway and wait for my parents to call. I just tried to look up info on the town via iMode, but I kept getting a point something error. I want to go home. I just want to go home." Whether this is a hoax or not, I'd put forth some serious attempts to get this solved. Then some time passed until Hasumi replies again. "There is really nothing nearby. All I can see are fields and mountains. But I think if I can find and follow the highway, I can get home. So I'll try my best. Thank you. I don't mind if you think this is a hoax. But if I get into more trouble, maybe I ask for advice again?" "Sure, for now, just be careful. Be careful that your cell phone battery doesn't run out. It's your lifeline now. Don't go the wrong way and be careful in the tunnel. Will cell phone signals reach a place that has nothing there? I think you should stay at the station. All alone at an unmanned station on a cold night. Maybe soon the lights will go out and it'll be pitch black. The highway is an even more pitch black trap. There's a tunnel ahead too, right? Still, maybe it was safer to wait at the station until sunrise. This is really bad." Hasumi replies at 1 a.m. with 30 minutes. "I got a call from my dad. We talked for a while and he told me that if I really didn't know where I was, I should call the police. I'm a little hesitant, but I guess I called them and asked them to come get me. I think it'd be easier to travel when it gets light. You're waiting all alone in the middle of the night, in an unfamiliar and mysterious place? Can you make it through the tunnel on your own in the middle of the night, on a highway in an unfamiliar, mysterious place? Can you really walk along a road you've never seen before in this cold?" Hasumi replies at 1 a.m. with 55 minutes. "I called the police and tried my hardest to explain my current situation, but they thought it was a prank and got mad at me. I was afraid, so I just apologized." "Why would you apologize? Just keep up for tonight. Wait for the first train in the morning." What's it like around the station? Is there anything there? I can hear something that sounds like a taiko drums in the distance, as well as what I think are bells. I honestly don't know what to do anymore. For now, just go back to the station, Hasumi. If you get lost, going to where you started is the best thing to do. This is just the beginning. Taiko drums and bells? They're just having a festival or something, maybe? Hasumi replies at 2 a.m. You may think I'm lying, but I'm so frightened I can't look behind me. I want to go back to the station, but I can't turn around. And Anonymous replies, Run, don't you dare turn back. You can't head back to the station anymore. You get taken away, just run for the tunnel, it should be closer than you think. Hasumi replies, I heard someone behind me shout, Hey, it's dangerous to walk along the highway, stop that. I thought it might have been the station attendant, but when I turned around, there was a man with only one leg standing about 10 meters behind me. Then he disappeared? I'm so scared I can't move. That's why I told you not to turn back, just run. Hasumi-chan, calm down and listen to me, okay? Head towards the sound of the taiko drum. There must be someone playing those drums. Where are you trying to make Hasumi-chan go? You're wrong. Hasumi is going to be taken away now, so if you ever want to go back, you should go back now. If it was only one leg, how do you know it was a man? She meant a man who was missing one leg. It must have been a man who lost his leg on that highway, maybe? Hasumi replies at 2 a.m. with 13 minutes. I can't walk anymore. I can't run. The sound of the taiko drums is getting closer. Hasumi, just wait until day breaks. When it gets light, you won't be afraid anymore. You should stay on the train. Hasumi replies, I'm still alive. I'm bleeding from when I fell and I'm tightly holding on to my heel that broke. I don't want to die yet. At 2 a.m. with 32 minutes, an anonymous replies, Well, one thing's for sure, things aren't going to get any better anytime soon. Hasumi-chan, if you make it through the tunnel, you'll be safe. Once you come out of the tunnel, let us know right away. At 2 a.m. with 35 minutes, Hasumi replies, I called my house. My dad said he had called the police, but the sound is getting closer. I don't know what to do. Just pray that the sound isn't coming from the train, though it may be too late. Hasumi replies at 2 a.m. with 45 minutes. I somehow made it to the entrance of the tunnel. The name is Isakan. The sound is getting closer, so I think I'll summon up some courage and head through the tunnel. If I make it out safe and sound, I will post again. Good luck. An anonymous user replies at 2 a.m. with 47 minutes. This is the end. The train and the station are gone. There is nowhere left to return to, no one to follow. The sound you hear is an illusion you are creating yourself. Run to the other side of the tunnel. If you stop, you will be trapped between worlds, left to suffer. At 3 a.m. with 10 minutes, Hasumi finally replies. I'm out of the tunnel. There's someone standing in the distance. It looks like I was right to follow your advice. Thank you. I've been crying so my face is a mess. I could be mistaken for a monster. Wait, Hasumi, keep away. Stop, I tell you, that's not good. Someone standing there at this time of the night? That's really suspicious. Hasumi then replies 20 minutes later. Sorry for worrying you. This very kind person has offered me to give me a ride to the closest station. There's apparently something like a business hotel there. Thank you all so much. Hasumi, there's something I want to ask you. Where are you? Ask the person the name of the town. Is he really kind? He might be scared than anything else. Well, there you go. So, what is that place? That person sounds really fishy. Why would he be next to the highway at this time? I'm sure he was disposing of a body or something. When he met you, Hasumi-chan, just run. Finally, 5 minutes later, Hasumi responds. When I asked him what the name of this place is, he said it's called Hina. I don't know if you will believe me. Hasumi, just get out of the car. Sorry, Hasumi, where is Hina? That's strange for a creep to give a ride to a girl walking along the highway at this time. I wonder what he did. 2 minutes later, Hasumi replies, we've been heading towards the mountains. I can't imagine there's a place to leave a car there. He won't speak at all anymore. Nothing good can come from meeting a creep this late at night. Maybe he won't talk to you because you are staring at your cell phone all the time. Asumi, this is really bad. Did you tell your parents that you made it through the tunnel? Asumi, just please call 110. This may be your last words. Finally, Hasumi just made a final post, and she was never to appear again. At 3 a.m. with 44 minutes, she wrote, my battery is almost out. Things are getting strange, so I'll look for my chance and just run away. He started mumbling nonsense to himself. I'll make my move. This will be my last post. People argue over whether it was a prank, a creative bit of fiction, or something even darker. Others map train lines, check timetables, and search for any station named Kisaragi, a town called Hina, or maybe something called Isakan. None of those searches produced a conclusive answer, and the gaps only made the story spread even faster. Kisaragi Station now exists in the same space as other net-born legends, somewhere between reality and rumor, passed along in forums, blogs, and videos. Whether Hasumi's walk ended in rescue or disappearance, her post did what good ghost stories do. It made people look twice at familiar places and think about how small decisions can have strange consequences. And with that, we're going to conclude this story of today's episode. If you like this episode and want more modern yokai tales, subscribe and tell me which story you want next. Until then, keep an eye on the map and hand on your phone, as some stations only show up when you're not looking.